23 acres, a creek running through the back of the property, over 500 feet of paved road frontage, wooded land with cleared sections ready to build on, timber for privacy, natural water for livestock, 30 minutes from Florida, and the price is $55,000. That is less than $2,400 per acre for land with a creek in Georgia in 2025. That property is the first one on this list, and it is not the most surprising thing you're going to see in this video, because Georgia, specifically rural Georgia, has been quietly producing real estate numbers that simply don't match what most people assume is possible in a southern state this accessible, this livable, and this close to everything. And today we're going through 5 of them, starting at $55,000 and working up to $125,000, covering raw land, fixer-uppers, move-in ready homes, renovated farmhouses, and one brick farmhouse on 8 acres near Atlanta that is going to make you wonder why anyone is paying city prices for anything when this exists an hour away. Before the properties, here's what you need to understand about Georgia to make sense of these numbers. Most people hear Georgia and immediately think Atlanta. They think Buckhead, they think Midtown, they think the suburbs creeping outward from the city in every direction with price tags attached. And yes, that Georgia is expensive. The Atlanta metro has been one of the fastest appreciating real estate markets in the South for the past decade. But Georgia is also one of the largest states east of the Mississippi, and the counties that sit beyond the Atlanta orbit, Taylor County in the center, Crawford County in the Peach Country, Charlton County down near the Florida line, Monroe County along the I-75 corridor. These markets operate by completely different rules. Property taxes in several of these counties run under $1,000 a year, some of them well under. The climate is mild year-round, with a growing season long enough to support serious agricultural activity. The terrain varies from coastal wetlands and cypress swamps in the southeast to rolling Piedmont farmland in the center and north. And the sellers in these rural counties are motivated in a way that urban and suburban sellers rarely are, meaning the listed price is often not the final price. If this is your first time on a State Insight Hub, welcome. We find the deals that most people scroll past, and we break them down with real numbers and honest context. Hit subscribe and the notification bell, because next week we're covering another state with numbers just as hard to believe as what you're about to see. Now let's go through all 5. Folkston, Georgia, $55,000. Charlton County, southeastern Georgia. This is the corner of the state where Georgia starts becoming something else, where the terrain flattens into the coastal plain, where cypress swamps and longleaf pine forests take over, and where the Okefenokee Swamp sits as one of the most pristine and biologically significant wilderness areas in the entire eastern United States. Folkston is the gateway to the Okefenokee, and it wears that identity honestly. Wildlife here is not a selling point added to a listing, it is simply what surrounds you. The Florida state line is 30 minutes south. Jacksonville, Florida is within reach for major medical care, airports, and city infrastructure when you need it. The trade-off is real. Folkston is genuinely rural, and daily life here requires planning and self-sufficiency in a way that suburban buyers need to be honest with themselves about before committing. The property is 23 acres of mostly wooded land, with Spanish Creek running through the back portion of the parcel. Over 500 feet of paved road frontage along the front of the property. That road frontage is a significant practical detail. It means access is immediate and reliable. No easement negotiations. No rough seasonal road that becomes impassable in wet weather. The creek at the rear provides natural water access for livestock and irrigation, a natural boundary that gives the property a defined shape, and a private retreat area that sits completely separate from any future building sites near the road. The mix of cleared and wooded sections means you can build without extensive land clearing first, use the timber for privacy and wildlife corridors, and maintain the creek area as undeveloped natural space, all at the same time on the same parcel, without those uses conflicting with each other. Think about what 23 acres actually means in practical terms. You could build a main residence near the road with clear access and visibility. Develop the middle sections into a small farm, vegetable operation, fruit orchard, chicken operation, whatever the long-term plan calls for. Keep the creek area as your own private retreat, a place to walk, fish, camp on your own land, or simply exist in the kind of natural environment that people pay significant money to visit, and that here is simply part of the address. Timber provides privacy from the road. Wildlife moves through naturally. Deer, turkey, and whatever else the Okefenokee ecosystem supports, which is considerable. Property taxes run a few $100s a year, a few hundred, for 23 acres with a creek and road frontage. Listed at $55,000, less than $2,400 per acre for raw land with water features and immediate road access in southeastern Georgia. That is the opening entry on this list, and from here, structures start appearing. Taylor County, Georgia, $72,500. Central Georgia. Taylor County sits in the agricultural heartland of the state. Red clay soil, pecan groves, wide-open farmland, and the kind of small-town character that persists in counties where the population hasn't changed dramatically in generations. The county seat of Butler provides local amenities, grocery stores, basic medical care, schools, the everyday infrastructure that makes rural life functional without requiring a long drive. Macon is within reach for larger hospitals and regional infrastructure. The area is honest about what it offers: agricultural roots, rural pace, and affordability that exists because this is not a market that outside money has discovered or bid up. The property is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom farmhouse on approximately 5 acres, built in the 1950s, around 1,200 square feet. And this is the moment in the listing where honesty matters more than enthusiasm. So let's be straight about it. This home needs work. The interior requires updates to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the flooring throughout. These are not optional cosmetic improvements that can wait a few years. They are the work that needs to happen to bring this home to a comfortable standard. The structure itself is solid. The roof is in decent shape. The property has its own well and septic system, which means the two most important infrastructure elements on a rural property, water and waste, are already established and functioning. The 5 acres are mostly cleared with mature shade trees providing character and canopy. The land is ready for a garden, for chickens, for small livestock, or simply for the open country space that this price point is buying you. The honest framing for this property is a sweat equity play. You are not buying a finished product. You are buying a solid structure on 5 acres at a price that leaves room, real, meaningful financial room, to invest in the renovations that will turn it into something genuinely comfortable and valuable. For a buyer with DIY skills, for a buyer with a contractor relationship and a renovation budget already planned, for a buyer who understands that equity gets built through improvement rather than through purchasing perfection, this property makes sense at $72,500. For a buyer who needs to move in without lifting a hammer, it does not. The listing is honest about that, and so is this video. Property taxes run approximately $400 to $600 a year. The potential for what this property becomes after the work is done is real. The work itself is also real. At $72,500, you are paying for one and getting the other as part of the deal. Crawford County, Georgia, $89,900. Peach Country. Crawford County sits in central Georgia, in the belt of land known for its agricultural productivity, particularly peaches and pecans, and the rolling countryside that makes this part of the state feel like a different Georgia than the one most people picture. The town of Roberta provides local services. Macon, with full hospital infrastructure, major retail, and regional employment, is within an hour. The location offers privacy without isolation, and major highway access makes commuting to regional employment centers practical for buyers who need it. This property is the best land per dollar value on this entire list. 10 acres, mixed pasture and woodland, which means you get open, usable land and natural tree coverage in the same parcel without having to choose between them. The home is a manufactured 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom layout of approximately 1,400 square feet, and it is in good livable condition. This is not a fixer-upper. This is not a project. You can move in without a renovation plan, without a contractor budget, without a timeline hanging over the purchase. The open floor plan connects a spacious kitchen to comfortable living areas. The bedrooms are decent-sized. The home has been maintained, and it shows. There is an older barn on the property, structurally available for restoration as livestock housing, equipment storage, or a workshop space, adding functionality to the acreage that would cost significant money to build from scratch. County water is connected. Septic is in place. Power is established. The 3 essential infrastructure systems, water, waste, electricity, are all handled before you arrive. The open pasture sections of the 10 acres are ready for horses, cattle, goats, or whatever livestock operation fits the plan. The wooded sections provide privacy, wildlife habitat, and the natural buffer from the outside world that makes rural land feel like it's actually yours. Property taxes run approximately $600 to $800 a year. Let's call it $700, which is $58 a month for 10 acres in central Georgia. At $89,900 for 10 acres with a move-in ready home, an older barn, and all utilities already established, this is the property on this list where the math between what you're paying and what you're getting is most immediately obvious. Monroe County, Georgia, $117,000. Middle Georgia, Forsyth area, This is where the list starts transitioning toward the Atlanta orbit without fully entering it. Monroe County sits along the I-75 corridor, which means you have one of the main arteries connecting Atlanta to Central and South Georgia running through your commute range. Forsyth is a real town with shopping, dining, and everything needed for daily life. Atlanta is about an hour north. The combination of rural county property prices and genuine Atlanta accessibility is the specific value proposition that this property represents, and it's a combination that doesn't last forever as the city expands outward. The property has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and approximately 1,500 square feet of living space on 3 acres of mostly cleared land. And unlike the Taylor County property, this one has already been through its renovation cycle. Updated flooring throughout, a renovated kitchen with newer appliances already installed, modernized bathrooms, fresh paint, central heat and air, a metal roof, which in Georgia's climate, where humidity and weather cycles can punish traditional shingle roofs, represents a long-term maintenance advantage that adds real value to the ownership calculation. Vinyl siding. All of the systems and surfaces that drive ongoing maintenance costs have been addressed with materials chosen for durability rather than appearance alone. Mature shade trees surround the property, providing natural canopy, character, and the visual weight of established landscaping that takes decades to develop and cannot be purchased from a nursery. The detached garage and workshop is the detail that makes this property genuinely flexible. Use it as a vehicle garage. Use it as a project workshop for woodworking, metalworking, automotive restoration, whatever the situation calls for. Convert part of it to additional living or rental space if zoning allows and the situation makes sense. The flexibility of a separate structure with its own footprint and access is the kind of thing that buyers realize they value more after they own one than they expected before. At $117,000 for a renovated farmhouse on 3 acres with a workshop, mature landscaping, and Atlanta an hour away along one of the major interstate routes, this is the best condition per dollar value on this list for buyers who need to move in without a renovation project first.
Pike County, Georgia, $125,000.
This is the one that makes you sit back and look at the listing twice. Not because the price is shocking the way $55,000 for 23 acres is shocking, but because the combination of what's here, the construction quality, the condition, the land, the location, at $125,000 should not make sense. And yet, it does. Pike County sits south of Atlanta, in the zone where the city's commuter range is technically reachable, but the prices haven't caught up to that accessibility yet. Zebulon is the county seat, small-town charm with the infrastructure of a real community. Atlanta's southern suburbs are within commuting distance for buyers whose employment requires city presence. The appeal here is the combination: genuine rural character, genuine brick construction quality, genuine 8 acres of diverse land, and genuine Atlanta accessibility at $125,000. The home is brick, not vinyl siding, not manufactured construction, not wood frame that requires regular maintenance. Brick, solid, durable, weather-resistant brick construction that was built to last and has lasted. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, approximately 1,800 square feet, hardwood floors throughout, a large living room with a fireplace, an actual working fireplace, not a decorative insert, the kind that heats a room and makes winter in a farmhouse feel like exactly what it should feel like. A formal dining room, a country kitchen with real cabinet space, both bathrooms updated, a covered front porch that runs across the front of the home and overlooks the property, the kind of architectural feature that defines how you experience the house during every good weather evening and morning for as long as you live there. Outside, the 8 acres give you everything that rural Georgia land should deliver. Open pasture, ready for horses, cattle, or whatever livestock operation fits. Wooded sections providing natural privacy and wildlife habitat. A small pond, actual water on the property, visible from the land, available for fishing, for irrigation, for the visual and practical value that water adds to a rural parcel. A large barn in excellent condition. Not a barn that needs restoration, a barn that is functional and ready for animals, equipment, or workshop use today. The landscaping is established with mature trees and flowering plants that have been tended over years, giving the entire property the appearance of something loved and cared for, rather than something that was listed and forgotten. Property taxes run approximately $900 to $1,200 a year. Let's call it $1,050, which is $87 a month for 8 acres of brick farmhouse with a barn and a pond in a county within commuting range of Atlanta, listed at $125,000. The most expensive property on this list, and the one where the argument for value is the most complete. 5 properties across Georgia, 23 acres with creek frontage at less than $2,400 per acre in Folkston for $55,000. A 1950s farmhouse on 5 acres with solid bones and serious sweat equity potential in Taylor County for $72,500. A move-in ready manufactured home on 10 acres of mixed pasture and woodland in Crawford County for $89,900. A renovated farmhouse on 3 acres with a detached workshop and Atlanta accessibility in Monroe County for $117,000. And a brick farmhouse with hardwood floors, a fireplace, a barn, and a pond on 8 acres in Pike County for $125,000. Here's what this list actually demonstrates about Georgia. The state has 3 real estate markets operating simultaneously and independently. There is Atlanta, expensive, fast-moving, and increasingly unaffordable for buyers who aren't already in the market. There is the Atlanta commuter zone, still pricey, but with occasional deals for buyers willing to drive. And then there is rural Georgia, everything south, east, and west of that orbit, where prices reflect local economic conditions rather than city spillover, where motivated sellers are real rather than fictional, and where the value per acre and per square foot is still calculated in a way that makes the numbers on this list possible. That third market, rural Georgia, is where all 5 of these properties live, and it is also the market that is changing fastest. Not because it has already been discovered, but because the people discovering it are moving. The work-from-home economy that has been sending buyers into rural markets across the South has been finding Georgia. The retirement migration that has been identifying affordable southern states has been finding Georgia. The investors who watched Tennessee and Kentucky prices move faster than anyone predicted are looking at Georgia and doing the math. None of that has fully reached Crawford County or Taylor County or Charlton County yet, but the trajectory is clear. The Folkston property is 23 acres with a creek for $55,000. The same 23 acres in Middle Tennessee, in a county with similar remoteness and similar amenities, would not be at this price anymore. The Pike County brick farmhouse with a barn and pond and Atlanta commute accessibility for $125,000. Comparable properties in the equivalent commuter zone of Nashville or Charlotte have already moved past this price in most cases. Georgia's rural market is behind that curve. The buyers who understand what that means are already moving. The buyers who read about it 3 years from now will be explaining to themselves why they waited. All 5 listings are detailed below. If one of them created a reaction, if one of them made you look up the county on a map or pulled up the photos in another tab, follow that. That reaction is real information about what matters to you, and it's worth acting on with a phone call and a drive before someone else does. Subscribe to Estate Insight Hub. We're back next week with another state, another set of deals, and another argument that rural property ownership in America is not gone. It's just in places most people aren't looking yet.